ready to go attend a fall rescue event. This Puptoberfest little fall whoops. My legs are gonna be foundationed now too. But anyways, I'm going to this little fall themed rescue event with the Miami-Dade animal shelter. Hoping to just go and meet some of the adoptable dogs, get some footage of them to be able to share here on social media, and hopefully get some of them adopted, and of course just want to go support the cause and some people involved in their rescue efforts. I won't lie, I am feeling a little intimidated. I don't know anyone going to this event, and I've been to events and not known anyone, but usually I have my mom with me who also helps me get content and film, so I feel like I'm gonna be a little self-conscious trying to film in public without any sort of help. I think I'm gonna bring my tripod with me, which isn't super discreet. I don't like have one of the little ones anymore. So we'll see how that goes, and just not knowing anyone there. Well, I guess I do know some people attending from a rescue that we've worked with here in Miami. I don't know when they're going or anything like that, and I don't know how big it's gonna be, so I don't know if I'll see them. Hopefully I do. I'm a pretty shy person, not really the person that just like goes up and talks to new people. If I do have someone that I know going to something with me and I don't know anyone else, but I know one person, then I feel like I'm good and more comfortable, and I can be more bubbly and go up to people and talk to people. But if it's just me, I'm definitely a bit more reserved and a little bit quieter. So we will see how that goes. I don't know what this bruise is from. I bruise really easily. I'm trying to see if I have any others. Bruise pretty easily. I'm kind of a klutz, so who knows? But hopefully it's fun. I think it's sponsored by the Miami Heat and the stadium that they play at. And I think there's supposed to be a bunch of vendors. Honestly, I'm mostly focused on the adoptable dogs part of it. And I'm supposed to be meeting someone there, I think, to show me around a little bit of like the dogs or the whole event. Really kind of going in a bit blind, but hopefully it's a good time. I think it's like a half an hour or so. Hopefully traffic's not insane because there's this huge music festival in town right now, and I know that that just makes the whole city back up and like you can't get anywhere. But it's during the day, so hopefully like everyone that's at the festival is there already, or like they're going tonight, and it will not be super crazy. I had thought that I might be getting a new foster this week, but I think I'm not gonna post this, I don't think, until I would know for sure. So I'll cut this out if it's not happening. But I think I'm attending another event that I have to travel for in Boston next weekend. So I don't wanna get a foster and then have to leave it, but still hoping that I can get another one soon. Maybe I will scope out a new dog to foster at this event. Who knows? Wanted to go into this event with a bit of a plan of like things to film, because I feel like that helps me when I've tried to be a little bit more prepared recently. But Halloween, which is the series we're doing of 31 days of Halloween costumes with my dog Polo, has taken a lot out of me, and I feel like things have been a little chaotic. Lip stain really kind of going with my shirt. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna wear this. I feel like I wanna wear something like fall and festive. I can't take myself seriously looking like this. But I feel like I'm gonna wear something like fallish, like a cute little sweater and some jeans, or like, I don't know. But I also think it's probably like 80 degrees out. So know for the hair if I'm going to see any of the dogs that I saw at the shelter like a couple weeks ago, probably almost a month ago now. I hope that I don't, because I hope that they got adopted and are in fabulous homes. Hopefully they don't melt. Not sure if Miami has gotten the memo that it's fall. I think they're still on summertime. Not related to the event and not related to anything dog, but was anyone else a big One Direction fan back in the day? Because I fell down quite the rabbit hole yesterday with like a bunch of One Direction moments, and I was in my feels about it. I did just love them, but maybe that's not relatable. I think it's relatable. This looks crazy, but it's cooling, and then I'll style it. I have these sunglasses in here, but maybe I'll chill like this. I genuinely just don't know what to do. Usually I feel like I can't stop talking and have a million things that I won't shut up about, but I don't know if I have much today. I'm just psyching myself out for going to this event, and like, I do really want to go, but also I don't want to go because I'm going alone. But it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I will just talk to my friends on the camera. Okay, final look. Just threw on this little black tank with some trim and jeans. Off we go. On the way to Puptoberfest. I hate driving. I'd only do this for the rescue dogs, but almost there. Okay, the drive was a little rough, but made it and finally found parking, so headed in. You can hear some pups. When I got there, I was led over to the best friends booth with the wonderful Yvonne, who showed me around.
3 years old. Look at Gray, Tricks. Guys, Gray lives at...
I did start to tear up at this dog, Gray. He lives at the overflow facility, so he lives outside in the Miami weather 24/7, and it's just a lot to imagine. But quick little overview of the event. It wasn't super busy when I first got there. It had died down a little bit kind of for lunchtime. Okay, so I've heard about one dog so far, Gray, and I was already starting to tear up, so I think sunglasses will be staying on most of the day today. They're trying to get 200 dogs adopted. They have over 700 at the shelter, and like, I don't even know how you process that, really. It's heartbreaking. Like, my voice is cracking. I want to do such justice at this event for these dogs and help them, but it's hard. Like, it's hard to see. It's happy wagging tails walking around with people, and like, a lot of them will be going back to the shelter tonight. It just makes me sad. But gonna be vulnerable on here and gonna be brave and meet them anyways, because I can choose to be sad and like go home and let them all suffer, or show them, and hopefully we can get some of them adopted. So when I arrived, they were at 17 dogs adopted and 15 cats. I'm going to try to show the little info sheets on each dog that I show that I can, in case anyone is interested in adopting one of these wonderful dogs. So you can pause and screenshot, but so many of them are still, after the event, looking for their forever homes. It was like 80 degrees out, so they had 3 of these big cooling tents for the dogs to relax in when they weren't being walked around, so they could have a little break from the weather. As I had mentioned before, some of these dogs, like Gray, live basically outside in kennels at the overflow facility, so honestly they're probably pretty used to it. This is one of the booths that had some really cute little accessories, bows of all sorts, bandanas, and they also had a couple different food and drink vendors for the humans.
I got a honey matcha with I think like a sea salt foam or something. The girl recommended it, so I was like, okay. Very much needed. It is hot.
I had wondered if I was going to recognize any of the dogs from when I visited the shelter a couple weeks ago. And I did. This little guy, Ortiz, who stole my heart at the shelter with his description because he absolutely loves the pool, which I think is just, I don't know, the cutest thing and makes him a little unique. I hope that he can find his forever swim partner soon. I also love reading all of the names because there are over 700 dogs at the shelter, so lots of names to come up with. I loved this guy, Tomato, and then there was another dog that I'll show soon named Milk, and I just thought that was the cutest name ever. This little gray bully is a superstar with playgroup and does so well with other dogs. Honestly, I would say basically every dog here does well to some point with other dogs and people. Obviously, that's why they were chosen to come to the event, even if some have different play styles, etc. Checked out a couple more vendors, and then we have Charlie. I had a soft spot for him for so many reasons. He's a bully breed, he's a senior, and unfortunately he is heartworm positive. He was just the most handsome little guy. Sunglasses went back on after meeting Charlie. I also got to meet him outside, and he is so sweet, loves a treat, and super gentle. For those that may not know, Polo was heartworm positive when we first got him, and it is something that can be treated. And we have the oh so handsome Milk. Poor guy is a bit nervous in the shelter environment, it said, and every time I came in to visit him, he was laying like this, so relaxed and so calm. He was definitely one of my favorites. This looks a little gross, but this is Benabones and enrichment covered in wet food to keep the dogs busy and entertained. They did a fun little trick contest for some of the dogs. Benjamin was the winner, and boy was he feeling good about that.
That's potato, that's May, is the Brindle and that's Tomato.
We love to see some responsible pet owners so that we're not contributing to the crisis and adding to all of these dogs that need homes.
And this event wasn't just about the dogs. There were adoptable cats as well. They were just a little bit more difficult to film because the glare in this little adoption truck.
The wind is picking up, which is a good sign. It was getting a little hot. You can tell my hair is like had it. But that initial sadness has worn off. I mean, it's still very sad to think of so many dogs that don't have homes, but I'm feeling good meeting them, loving on them, and we're going to get a bunch of them adopted. That's what I keep telling myself. So
to the stage, we got Gypsy Dust.
I did not get to personally meet this little sweetheart because I believe she was getting adopted. This is Casper, who was so chill and well behaved for just being a puppy. And Benjamin with the most gorgeous, unique eyes. Seriously stunning. This is Coco. Coco is 5 years old, and she has been so patiently waiting in the shelter for just over a year now, hoping to find her forever home. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but for the dogs that were inside these tents, they had these little walking schedule cards out, keeping track, making sure everyone got out and about to meet people, while also trying to keep everyone cool. Martina is around 4 years old, appears to have been used for breeding, and then was discarded when they no longer needed her for that.
Headed home now. I think that my makeup has pretty much like melted all over the place, but that's fine. It was a good day. Met a lot of great dogs. I can't stress enough that there are really just so many good dogs in rescue, and hopefully you were able to see that today with some of these dogs. And this is just a few. This shelter alone, as I said before, has over 700 dogs, so there's a little bit of everything.
Thank you so much for watching. If any of these dogs pique your interest, check out the Miami-Dade Animal Shelter or reach out to me.